Alrighty, we are moving on to writing the equation in slope-intercept form of a graphed line, part 2. And this is going to be from an already graphed line. So this first example says write the equation of the graphed line. Let's just be reminded that our slope-intercept form is written as y equals mx plus b. If I could get my pen to write, that'd be awesome. Oh, okay, there we go. Y equals mx plus b, where m is our slope and b is our y-intercept. The first thing we need to look at is we see our y-intercept is where it crosses the y line right there. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know that b is going to be equal to 4. Not b minus 4 equals 4. And then what we can do from here is we can find another point, and then we can solve from there. So we already have this point of 0, 4, and I see that the line crosses there. And so what we can do is we can count. We go up 2, 3, and across 2, 3, 4. And so that would mean that m, which is our slope, is 3/4 because we went up 3 and across 4. That is a 3. It's just not an attached 3. And we could double check that with another point. We could go up 2, 3, and over 2, 3, 4. And you see that there'd be a point there. We could also go down 3 and back 4. Down 2, 3, and back 2, 3, 4. And we do see that there is a point there. So we do know that that would be our slope. So that means that the equation of this line in slope-intercept form is going to be y is equal to our slope 3/4. 3/4 x plus 4, which is where our line crosses the y-intercept. Let's move on to another example here. Alrighty, write the equation of the graphed line. So first thing we're going to look for is where the line crosses the y-axis, and it crosses right here. So in this case, we're going to have a negative y-intercept. So b is equal to negative 3. And now we're going to look for another point in order to find our slope. This is going to be a negative slope because we can see that the line is going down. And let's see, I see a point here. So we're going to count to that point. Remember, it's change in rise over run, or y over x. So 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went down 3, which is going to be a negative 3. And we went over 5, so that's going to be a positive 5. So we have negative 3/5. And we can test that out with another point. So if we went down 2, 3, and over 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there is indeed a point there, so that is going to be our slope. So if we were to write this equation, we're going to have y is equal to m, which is our slope, which is negative 3/5. That's a negative somehow. Negative 3/5 x minus 3. Now remember that this would be plus a negative 3, and that plus negative means minus 3. So it's just going to be negative 3x minus